Hi, I'm Jeff Haggerty with J3 Outdoors. I wanted to introduce to you the HAGz bracket and how the HAGz bracket works so you can take advantage of it on your line. What we have is a multi-use strapping device. It's always attached to the end of your trap, so it's always with you whenever you're out on the line. The way that it works is quite simple. We're going to utilize the trap frame end. We're going to insert it into the appropriate slot to stabilize your trap. The bracket itself has two different slots on the face of it. That's to support the different thicknesses of trap frames from the various manufacturers. It also has a hole, which is where you run your J-hook through to attach to your trap chain. On the top, there's the same two slots that was on the face to support the different trap manufacturers. There's also a large hole in the center that is to act as a stake swivel. The next size hole, that is for 3/8 inch smooth rods. And then the two small holes on the end of it, that is to aid in running screws, nails, wire, whatever, just to give you some extra flexibility out on the line. The hole on the end of it, that is to act as a slide lock or a drowner lock. The way that it works on 3/8 inch rods is really quite simple. You insert the appropriate hole in the bracket over the 3/8 inch rod, slide it to the vertical height that you need, insert the trap frame into the appropriate slot, and you just stabilize your trap. A set like this is great for soft feed beds, maybe it's top edge sets, something along those lines. Even running the rod beside a culvert and placing the trap beside a culvert. We like to use these for a baited set as well. We use our HAGz bait holder. Run the bait holder roughly 10 to 12 inches above the water surface for a baited set. What we have found is the best setup for these is to set them near structure, or as close to structure as you can get them, to increase your catch percentage. So that right there is our finished baited set. If a trapper doesn't have 3/8 inch rods or runs out of the rods while he's out on the line, no problem. All you need to do is grab a stick or a log or bamboo or whatever it is that you have handy. And the different bends and all the different holes in the bracket make it quite versatile. Here we're showing that you can simply screw the bracket to a stick, or you could run the bracket on its end side and simply wire it, as we're showing here. Additionally, what we're showing is that you could wire the bracket to the side of a rock. You can insert your trap in the same fashion as we have been showing, and now you can stabilize your trap. Maybe it's where the muskrats are coming on and off the rocks, or mink or whatever. So again, just giving you some added versatility. Okay, here what we're showing is that you could simply wire the bracket to the bottom of something. You could bolt it or weld it, whatever. But that will allow you to stabilize your trap to, say, the end of a culvert. I am showing that I have the drain tile notched out, and that's simply to get my pan a little bit more flush with the drain tile. Now I'll make these portable before season so I can do that. You don't need to do that, or wouldn't want to do that, to a farmer's drain tile. So you can mount it in the same fashion, and you can insert your trap the same way, but you may want to add some guide sticks or something like that for the mink. Okay, so next what we're showing, as this could potentially be a water log, a leaning pole, you name it. But we're simply taking the bracket and we're turning it on its side. We're inserting the trap frame end into the appropriate slot to stabilize our trap. If you picture this under the water surface or as a leaning pole for marten, either way, showing the versatility of the bracket. Here we're showing we have taken the bracket and simply screwed it to the end of a leaning pole for that last step, if you will, for a marten set. So there you have it. These are just some of the ways that trappers are utilizing them. There's obviously many more ways that you could use them on your line, but these are some of the basics, and we hope that helps give you an idea of how you can use the HAGz bracket.